Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Asyhadu alla ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Allahumma sholli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. How's life today, my handsome, my beautiful, solih and solihah student of 6.1 class? Hopefully that each of you always be happy, healthy, and more disciplined. I'm so sorry because we cannot meet in the Zoom. Now we meet in this video ya. Insya next week Ustada will meet you in the Zoom again. Today Ustada will explain our science revise. This is my book, my science revise book. Okay, everyone, did you know why we must study about the living thing? Because in Quran Surat Ar-Ra'du, verse 3 atau ayat 3, there already write like this. Dan dialah Tuhan yang membentangkan bumi dan menjadikan gunung-gunung dan sungai-sungai padanya dan menjadikan padanya semua buah-buahan berpasang-pasangan. Allah menutupkan malam kepada siang. Sesungguhnya pada yang demikian itu terdapat tanda-tanda kebesaran Allah bagi kaum yang memikirkan. From this ayat we know that we must thanks to Allah, we must be grateful to everything that Allah already give to us. That's why if we learn about the living thing like as animal or plant, we must take care of them because it one of our ways to say thanks to Allah, yeah. Don't forget to do like that one, yeah, everyone. I know that you can do it. Now everyone, take your science revise book. Come on, take your science revise book. Let's we check our science revise together. Take your science revise book. Have you do it? You already have 1 week to do, yeah. Open page 6. Open page 6. Come on. In page 6, it's about the life processes. Before we check it together, let's start by reciting Al-Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Page 6, have a go. This is about the life processes, yeah? In number 1, if you want to answer number 1, you can see the picture beside of the question, yeah? Number 1, this is the answer of Mas Mirza, yes. Mas Mirza sent me the picture, page 6 until page 15. Mas Mirza, thank you so much. You are very excellent. Now we continue. Number 1A, the answer is nutrition, yeah. Number 1B, respiration. The C and sensitivity. D is the reproduction. Is there any question, my student? If you still have question, you can send text to my WhatsApp, yeah, or you can comment in this video, yeah. The second is you must draw line to match each process with its definition. Nutrition have the same meaning as acquire food and water. How about the movement? Movement is change position. If the growth is increase the size. Reproduction, produce offspring. Okay. If you want to fix your answer in your revised book, it's okay. You can pause or you can stop this video. Later you can continue again, yeah. If you have any different answer, I'm so sorry. In page 6, you must write the answer like this one. If you have any other question, you can send text to Ustada, yeah. I will think it is correct or no. Okay. Let's continue. Open page 7. In page 7 is about the life, once alive and never alive. We will classify it. Alive is pot plant because the plant is alive, right? And then child, you are alive, right? Of course. Once alive is dried grass. Grass before alive, but if you take off from the soil, it will dry. So become once alive. Face in the flower. And never alive is teddy, plastic toy horse, pen, pebble, empty whole cell, like that one, yeah? If you have any mistake, you can fix it. Pause this video, okay? We will continue. Page 7, scientific inquiry. Take to show which life processes this thing carry out. Now Usada have hamster, plant, and robot toy. The hamster is doing all the life processes, so you must check list all, yeah, you must tick all this one, yeah. How about plant? Plant need nutrition, of course. Plant movement, yes, plant doing the movement, but cannot move from this and then go to there, and that cannot. Plant movement from the growthnya, pertumbuhannya. It's mean like this. I will explain in bahasa ya, sorry. Tumbuhan itu, tumbuhnya adalah selalu mengarah ke datangnya sinar matahari. Jadi daunnya tumbuhan itu akan condong ke arah sinar matahari lama-lama itu, ke mengarah gitu. Jika maka itu dinamakan pergerakannya, movementnya. Jadi awalnya dia akan tegap, ternyata mataharinya di sini, maka lama-kelamaan si pohonnya ini akan mengarah ke arahnya datang matahari. If you don't believe, you can try, you can find the you can find experiment in the YouTube or others about arah gerak tumbuhan, like that one, ya. Maybe when you are junior high school, SMP, later you will do it, ya, akan dilakukan percobaan-percobaannya seperti itu. Jadi nanti misalkan pohonnya mataharinya di sebelah sana, misalkan mataharinya di sebelah sana, maka kamu akan naruh di atas meja, tumbuhannya di bawah meja atau di sampingnya. Nanti dilihat dari pertumbuhan-tumbuhannya itu, ya. Now about growth, of course, reproduction, respiration, ya. But for the plant respiration using carbon dioxide, ya. Tumbuhan itu bernafasnya mengambil karbon dioksida. Sensitivity, yes, of course. Plant have sensitivity. Kalau terlalu panas, buktinya plant juga akan mati kan, dan jadi dia itu menunjukkan tingkat sensitivity-nya. How about the excretion? Plant doing excretion too. Kalau bernafasnya pakai oksigen, dia mengeluarkan hasil pernafasannya itu oksigen. Maaf, kalau bernafasnya tumbuhan itu mengambil karbon dioksida, mengeluarkannya adalah oksigen yang kita gunakan. Excretionnya dari plant adalah oksigen, ya. How about robot toy? Robot toy just movement, ya, because robot toy not a living thing, ya. From above, which number 2 now? Number 2, which of the above are living thing is the hamster and the plant? How do you know they are living thing? They have all 7 characteristics of life. If you have any different answer for number 2, I'm so sorry. You must answer hamster and plant or plant and hamster. But if number 3, in number 3, you can ask me, send text to WA or write in the komentar in the down of this video. What is your answer? I will reply it, yeah. Next. Now open page 8. In page 8, we learn about senses. Senses. Now we will label it the boys, ya. Ini boysnya. The ears is for hear, the eyes for see, the nose for smell, the tongue for the taste, the skin or the finger is for the touch. If you have any different answer, I'm so sorry ya, because use the word smell, taste, see, hear, and touch. If you write eyes, ears, finger, nose, I'm so sorry, it's wrong ya. You can fix it. Okay, next. Page 9, Science Challenge. Number 1, I smell things with my nose. Of course, you smell with your nose. B, I see things with my eyes. C, I hear things with my ears. And D, I taste things with my tongue. E, I feel things with my skin and I touch with my finger. How about number 2? The number 2 is about like this one. I felt my cat's fur with my finger. I used touch, yeah. And then the down number B is smell, C is taste, D sight, E hearing. Next, page 9, scientific inquiry. Ustad already write the answer beside the picture, yeah. This one. Which sense organ did the friend use? This one, Kraul, Ciri, Maser, and Reva use now blindfold. Jadi matanya itu ditutup dan dia harus menebak. Itu termasuk apa ya ini, seperti itu ya. Jadi which sense organ did the friends use? The answer is nose. Why did they use a blindfold? So they cannot see the food. Sorry, ini S-nya masih di atas. Ini maksudnya so they could not see the food. The C, explain why this is fire test. Because use the same amount of food and held it the same distance from nose. If you have any different answer, B and C, you can ask to Ustada. Or if you have your answer have same meaning, is okay. You can. I think your answer is correct, yeah. D, arrange the friend that starting with the one who had the most accurate sense of smell. Jadi yang paling akurat itu dimulai dari Maser, Ciri, Raul, and Reva. Sorry, tulisannya Raul, L-nya masih di bawah ya. I'm so sorry ya. Page 10, open page 10. This is about the classification or classifying living things. Now, number 1, what group could you sort this organism into? This is already, there are so many animal. Ini mau dikelompokkan, kira-kira masuk kelompok yang mana ya? Boleh milih salah satu dari jawaban yang Ustazah sudah sediakan, atau mau jawaban yang lain juga boleh. Misalkan, ini ada spotty group, nanti dikelompokkan. Mana sih yang punya spotty? Oh, si tiger, si lion, misalkan dog, like that one. Atau wing group, siapa yang punya wing dikelompokin jadi satu, sama yang lainnya berarti bukan wing group ya, kebalikannya begitu. We will next ya, continue. Page 10, science challenge 1A that, oh sorry, still page 10 ya. Page 10 number 2, this one. Ustazah, aku bingung kalau banyak tulis-tulisannya. I'm so confused, Ustazah. How must I do? What must I do? The first thing, if you do the identification key, the first is you must see the animal. See butt of this animal. Misalkan yang A ini, kamu lihat, dia hewannya adalah seperti lalat, terus ada belang-belangnya, punya sayap. Yang B ini, dia warnanya merah, terus sayapnya nggak kelihatan. Terus kita kembali ke sini, ke pertanyaannya. Does it have obvious wing? Obvious wing itu maksudnya sayap yang bisa nampak, yang terlihat gitu. Karena Ustazah pertamanya mau ke hewan A dulu, karena ini kelihatan kan sayapnya. Jadi Ustazah pilih yang yes dulu. Yes, its body all one color. Ustazah karena mau yang ke A, jadi Ustazah pilih no. No, kan ya. Does it have two pair of wing? Apakah dia punya two pair of wing? Ini wingsnya cuma satu, berarti Ustazah pilih no lagi. No. Berarti yang A jawabannya apa? Hoverfly, ya. Begitu. Coba sekarang yang B. Yang B, karena tadi sudah milih yes, berarti yang B harusnya yang no. Does it have a few wing? Jawabannya no. Is it body mainly red? Jadi apakah seluruh tubuhnya red? Ustazah pilih yes. Kan ini semuanya red yang B ini. Sorry ya, I cannot see it clearly because the screen is so far, so I cannot see it clearly. Does it have spot? Karena ini nggak punya bintik-bintik, makanya Ustazah pilih lagi no, sesuai garisnya ya. No. Dan ternyata yang B adalah, jawabannya adalah cardinal beetle. Begitu. Yang lain-lain buat apa? What is the function of others? Ya, maybe kalau di sini ada gambarnya lagi, stonefly, kemudian yang lain-lain gitu, nanti bisa dipakai. Ini untuk sementara 2 dulu. Next ya, open page 11. In page 11 yang A, the A already do ya, itu sudah contoh. Sekarang yang B itu kalian disuruh atau diminta untuk membuat identification key. Dengan apa? Dengan hasilnya ada tiger, zebra, tortoise, and crocodile. Mungkin bisa seperti ini. Ini adalah yang termudah, nggak usah yang susah-susah ya. If you want to do like this one too, you can write it on your book, your revised book. Stop this video or pause this video ya. Next, the B. The C, I mean C, sorry. Does it have feathers? Karena ini pilihannya dia maunya jawabannya hawk, fins, lizard, sama snake. Jadi dibagi menjadi seperti ini. If you want, Ustazah, I want to make other identification key. It's okay, up to you this one. Pokoknya jawabannya hawk, fins, lizard, and snake. Sorry ya, I cannot see it clearly. I think I have trouble with my eyes. Maybe I'm sleepy or the screen is too far. Okay, next. Page 11, science challenge. In science challenge, in this page, you will use Venn diagram. Jadi diagram Venn kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan gitu. Jadi nanti ada satu lingkaran yang pertama dan lingkaran yang kedua. Dan lingkaran yang di tengah-tengah itu atau gabungan adalah untuk hewan atau tumbuhan yang mempunyai 2 ciri. Misalkan contohnya number 2. The first is can fly, the second has spot. Terus yang tengah-tengahnya apa itu? Can fly and has spot. Apa can fly sama has spot? Dilihat yang paling beda sendiri. Oh, ternyata si ladybird. If it can fly, of course, parrot and dragonfly. Has spot, si siapa nih? Dalmatian. Dalmatian is dog ya, and leopard ya. Ustazah, why ladybird nggak masuk di has spot? Karena dia punya wings atau can fly itu, makanya dia jadinya di tengah-tengah. Oke? Number 3, number 3 ini kamu disuruh buat malah dari awal sekali sampai nanti dimasukkan. Jadi adanya pondweed, grass sama seaweed. Ternyata Ustazah mikirnya gini aja, karena live in water pasti seaweed. Kemudian is green, warnanya hijau kan grass. Terus tengah-tengahnya itu karena dia pondweed itu live in water sama warnanya hijau, jadi ditaruh di tengah-tengahnya. Make it easy if you want to classify something ya. You can write it now and stop this video or pause ya. If it too fast for you, Ustazah will continue. Now page 12, have a go. It is the easy or so really easy. This is the science in first grader ya. Ustazah, why we must study so many material in the science in 6th grader? Yes, because you will have checkpoint actually in October or November ya. Biasanya bulan-bulan itulah. Makanya ini pengulangan materi sains dari kelas 3 sampai kelas 5, kelas 6-nya juga ada materi-materi yang baru. Pertama, the A is what is that? Flower. The job is produce it. How about the B? The B is leaves. The job is make food using sunlight. The C is stem. The stem, the job is carry water and mineral. How about the D, root? The job is hold the plant. It's really easy, yeah. Page 13 science challenge. Actually circle, but Ustada give underline with the yellow, yeah, so you can see it clearly. The A, I choose root and water. For the B, water and stem. The C, just food. D, flower and healthy. E, leaves and food and stem. 3 ya for E ya. Come on, do it, check it yourself. If you have any mistake, it's okay. We just try it, yeah. It's okay. You can fix it, you can erase it, and make it correct. Next. In page 13 science inquiry, still have the question like this. Number 1, what would happen to a plant that has unhealthy root? Kalau apa yang akan terjadi ketika plantnya have unhealthy root? It will not receive enough water and mineral to keep it healthy. Jadi tidak akan bisa mendapatkan air yang cukup sama mineral. Jadi dia ya insya Allah nggak akan healthy, nggak bisa healthy karena nggak cukup kan. Number 2, the picture show the leaf of the tree plant kan gitu. Tanya ini yang healthy yang mana? Yang pasti yang warnanya green. Need more like eggs. And then the last need more water karena ini sudah wilting atau mengering ya, kekeringan dia, layu kekeringan Z ya. Next, on page 14 have a go. Come on. Already finished? Okay, you can label it ya with stigma, anther, filament, stamen, ovules, and ovary. Which one is ovule and which one is ovary you must already know because this is already in 5th grader. Ovary is the bigger ya, yang besar, bulat-bulatan besar itu ovary. Ovule yang telurnya yang kecil-kecil begitu. Next. This one, which part of the flower is brightly colored and scanned to attract insect? Ini yang paling hafal biasanya petals ya. Which part make the pollens enter? Which part contain the ovule is ovary? Which part collect pollen stigma? Which part has a sticky surface is stigma? Which part hold up the anther filament? Which part is the male reproductive organ stamen? Which part is the female reproductive organ is carpel? If you want to understand more about the plant, the part of the flower, you can open your science note in 5th grader. There are so many note there ya. Usada sudah nyatetin di sana. Coba dibuka lagi. Next, circle the best word to complete the sentence. Ini di circle tapi sudah kasih garis bawah. Is okay ya. 2A, ovule and fertilization and seed. The B, anther, filament, petals, ovary. The C, anther, insect and Ustada wrong make underline. 2C, the answer is anther, insect and pollination ya, not propagation but pollination ya. 2C is pollination. Ustada wrong to make it ya. I'm so sorry. The D, stigma, tube, ovule, ovary and fertilization ya. Remember 2C not propagation but pollination, okay? Scientific inquiry. This is the question. A plant has a flower in which the anther produce pollen that fall off onto the stigma and the flower pollinate itself. How could you make sure that the flower only receive pollen from the flower of other plant? Jadi dia mau membuktikan ini. How could you make sure that the flower only receive pollen from the flower of other plant? Caranya gimana? Remove the stamens before the anther start making pollen. Begitu. Biasanya sih scientific inquiry ini tidak keluar karena ini adalah seperti materi pengayaan, materi-materi untuk lomba itu biasanya ditulis di scientific inquiry. Wah, already finished. Okay, everyone. Today your exercise is in the link of Google Form. Ustada will send to your homeroom teacher. Later you can do it. If you want to do, you can open your book, your notebook, your book, your reference book, or up to you. You can find the answer. Up to you. You must submit it before 8 o'clock. Yeah. If you have any other question, you can ask me. You can say to Ustada, send me text in my WhatsApp or comment in this video. Thank you very much. Let's end our science today by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu alla ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Thank you very much. You can do your exercise now after this, yeah, in the Google Form. I already shared the link. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.